and all these on that option. Get the mask on my face like a catch. Don't call my phone unless you tryna cop. I'll pull up and serve you well.
Yo! Welcome to LCameraTV. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share cool things like Facebook and Reddit and Instagram and Woman.com and wherever else. And guys, we got some stuff to talk about, man. So the first thing we gotta talk about is Teddy Bridgewater and this injury. Gotta talk about that. We gotta talk about Christian McCaffrey, his timeline. Gotta talk about that, and our schedule and how the schedule looks like it's gonna play out. And we gotta talk about the monkey in the room. So we got a lot of things to talk about today, guys. So let's get started. So the first thing I want to talk to you about is I knew it. The first thing I want to talk to you about is I knew it. And the reason why I say that is because on my last video, I dropped Monday, I told y'all this MCL sprain, he's probably gonna miss the next game. I said that, right? And then they were saying, oh, he's day to day and all that stuff. Listen, if y'all want to know how injured somebody is and how long it's probably gonna take them to come back, just Google the injury, right? So Teddy Bridgewater has the MCL sprain, right? So once I heard sprain, I was like, sprains are really, you know what I'm saying, a pain. It's just, because it, like, just like soft tissue or anything like that, whatever, they can be a real pain. Christian McCaffrey earlier this year had a high ankle sprain, right? And you see how long that held him out. It was like 6 to 8 weeks. This MCL sprain, I was like, it's not going to be a, you know, day-to-day type thing. It's going to be a few weeks he's going to be missing. And sure enough, he was day-to-day, and then he was like, he's unlikely to play Sunday. I Googled what an MCL sprain is. I Googled how long the injury time was. And it said 6 weeks on average. So he's going to miss like 6 weeks. Teddy Bridgewater's going to be gone. So we're going to see a lot of P.J. Walker. And even though he probably played well in the XFL and all that stuff like that, whatever, I don't have high hopes. And I definitely don't have high hopes of Will Grier. So we're in a situation where we're going to lose. We're probably going to lose, you know what I'm saying, some games. So we'll definitely get into that in a little bit later. But this Teddy Bridgewater injury is not a small one, even though they try to downplay it. And obviously, and they do that a lot of times to, you know, have teams prepare for Teddy when he's not going to play type deal. They did the same thing with Christian. Listen, they're going to miss significant time. So just be ready to watch some more P.J. Walker and some Will Grier because Teddy has a pretty serious injury. MCL sprain is not a small injury. And he's probably going to miss some time. Probably 6 weeks, to be honest with you. And the second thing I want to talk about is Christian McCaffrey. Now, Teddy Bridgewater's injured. And Christian McCaffrey, they said, oh, it's going to be a 1 week thing, which, again, I was like, yeah, right. It's not. If he's not going to be injured 1 week and then healthy next week. And sure enough, doesn't look like he's playing this week either. He's look like going to miss multiple weeks. And if you think about it, right, so that is Teddy Bridgewater and Christian McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey's the safety net. Now, mind you, we still have a great stable of receivers, but the O-line is not good. The defense is susceptible to a lot of points. We all seen that. And now you don't have your, you know, starting running back. You got this dude named Rod Smith. You got Mike Davis still, but he was dealing with an injury also. So you're in a situation where you got a lot of injuries. And, well, not a lot of injuries, but major injuries, right? Not a plethora of them, but you got some major ones. And that's not boding well. I don't see neither one of Teddy or Christian coming back before the bye week. So this is how the schedule breaks down. We play the Lions coming up, which is probably going to be an L. Then we play the Vikings, which is probably going to be an L. Then we go on bye week. Then we come back, we play the Broncos. That's probably going to be an L because, again, I don't think they're coming back after the bye week. Personally, now mind you, watch what I say. They're going to be like, oh, you know, there's optimism. Hey, you know, bye week and this and that. You guys are going to rest up and heal up. I don't see neither one of them come back for the bye week because here's the thing, right? You got the Broncos. Let's say they come back and they win that game. All right, that's 4 wins. Then they play the Packers. That's a loss. Then they play Washington. That's a win. Then they're probably going to play the Saints, who's probably still going to be playing games because, you know, with Drew Brees out, they're probably going to drop a game within that time. So they want to stay ahead of the Bucs. So they still have to win games because obviously if they lose games, the Bucs is right on their tail. So if you win those 2 games, let's say Washington and Saints, what are you, 5-10? Or no, what's it, 5-11? Does that really help you out at all? No, it does not. You know what I'm saying? You're hurting your draft stock. You're not doing anything for the team. You're still out of playoff contention. It doesn't make any sense. So what I'm thinking is I think the Panthers are going to lose the rest of their games. If they lose to the Lions, Vikings, Broncos, and Packers, you're literally going to bring back Christian McCaffrey and Teddy Bridgewater for Washington and the Saints. It doesn't make any sense. So Don't be surprised if the Panthers lose the rest of their games, because I don't think these guys will be able to come back anytime soon with these injuries. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't seem likely to me. So, you know, it doesn't seem well. I mean, my initial projection was like 2-14, but it looks like we might be 3-13, you know what I'm saying, for the season. I mean, that's one extra win, but it doesn't really do much, and especially, like, you know, it just doesn't do anything. So for me, it's like, you know, by us paying Teddy Bridgewater, we have less wins than when we have with Kyle Allen and all that stuff. And we, you know, like I said, I feel about Teddy Bridgewater how I feel. I'm not going to get to that. I'm not going to be a dead horse. But what I will say is this. I feel like if we didn't pay Teddy, we could have saved that money and used it for free agency, in my opinion. But, you know, that's just how I feel about that. And finally, so as of today, the Carolina Panthers are 9th in the draft right now. You know what I'm saying? They're number 9. But there's a lot of teams that are 2-7. The Chargers, the Washington Redskins, the Dallas Cowboys, the Giants are 3-7. The Bengals are 2-6-1. So there's a lot of teams right in that 2 range, right? Right in that 2 range. And the thing is that we might still be in contention to get a quarterback depending on how these teams play out. Because let's say, for instance, we lose to Washington, they get another win, you know what I'm saying? They'll be 3-7 and they have to win over us. There's a few teams that could still win games. Washington, like the whole NFC East, you know, Dallas Cowboys could win a game with Andy Dalton, or a game or two. You know, Alex Smith could win a game or two with Washington, whatever. You know, Giants look like they're kind of like on a little roll right now. There's a lot of Burrow looks like he could win a game or two. So we might move up, and if we're in that 4 or 5 range, maybe, you know what I'm saying, I don't see us getting past the Jets or the Jaguars. I think they're both, you know, are like tanking. But we might be in that top 5 range if, you know, by the end of the season. It's possible. So my question is, do you go after a quarterback? You know what I'm saying? Do you go after a quarterback, get a quarterback, you know what I'm saying, have him sit behind Teddy for a few weeks, whatever, even a year, while you still build the roster around him? And, you know what I'm saying, maybe it's a Trey Lance. Maybe I like Justin Fields. Personally, I'm a Justin Fields guy myself. But we can easily be in that range, man. We're, like, especially even the Jaguars, they're 1-8. You know what I'm saying? I think the Jets are like 0-11, whatever. But the Jaguars are 1-8. So if the Jaguars are 1-8 and they win 2 games or 3 games, they're out of our ballpark. You know, we're in front of them. So this is gonna be a very tough situation. Definitely, you know, this might be a situation where it might be the best course of action to get a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So we can at least, and even if we don't have him start, there's nothing wrong with letting your quarterback sit for like a year and, you know, still have Teddy, since you already have him on contract, still have Teddy, build the roster around him, and then, you know, go on to the new guy, personally. So it's a lot to think about for the Panthers. And I wouldn't be surprised by it, because they probably want their own guy. And let's be honest, most organizations want their guy. And if they're sold on a guy, they don't be surprised if they'll trade up, maybe 2-3 picks up to get him. So just be on the lookout for that, man, because it's definitely a possibility. Well, that's it for me, guys. Quick note. I want to let y'all know that right now they're saying that Teddy might be a game time decision. He's questionable. I don't believe none of that. So like I said, I think they want the defense to still plan for Teddy, and they're going to have PJ Walker start. That's how I feel about the whole situation. But there you go. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Search for all cool things. You know what I'm saying? You already know what it is. Twitter, Instagram, Roman.com, wherever it is. Definitely share it. Check out my dog on Steam channel. Very funny, very talented dude. Definitely check his stuff out. And let me know what y'all think, man. You know what I'm saying? Do you think Teddy will be out for multiple weeks? Do you think he'll come back next week? Who knows? Let me know in the comment section below. Also, what do y'all think if we're in that range of a quarterback? Let's say, you know what I'm saying, top 5, and, you know, the 2 best quarterbacks are 1 and 2. Do you think the Panthers should trade up? Definitely let me know in that comment section below. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for showing love, and I'm going to see y'all next time. Peace.